That was all you, sister.
Yeah, it was a grind. Obviously, down two significant players. All you can do is grind. It was a tough situation to be in. I don't necessarily agree with it, but we fought back. I think the biggest issue was just the turnovers. If you take those away, I thought defensively we played a pretty good game. But yeah, ultimately we just had to fight.
And then can you both just share your reaction to the 3 ejections? That was a pretty significant moment in the game.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I would need to watch it back maybe to like give a real assessment, but I don't know. I don't know if Ariel should have been ejected. She was just holding it down.
Yeah, because I asked for an explanation of like if players leave the bench from the opposing team, and apparently it's a college rule that if they get on the court that it's automatic ejection. But in our league, she said if they get on the court to de-escalate, then it's not an automatic ejection. So that was another explanation I got that I didn't know. So maybe, like Rachel said, maybe if I watch it back, I'll see something that I couldn't see from the bench, and it'll be clearer. But
now, Ariel Atkins, we know that she's the veteran team, and the media, she also veteran players on the court. Can you talk about having a veteran team with more than you have?
yeah, Ariel is one of one. As obviously as a player, as an Olympian, but as a person, more importantly. And I think she just does a great job of lifting everybody up. And so we just tried to emulate that as much as possible. Obviously, you can't replicate it the way that she does, but the way that she elevates every single player on the team is pretty invaluable to us.
And you talk about the turnovers right there in the factor, and I know that coach said that all the time about limiting turnovers. Can you speak on what actually led to those turnovers and how it really impacted the game?
Pressure on the guards. Some of it, like that was some of it. I think, not getting into our stuff with pace, so that they can't pressure. I think we could have helped the guards a little bit and just brought the ball up because it's not like they were pressuring us like bigs. But overall, I just don't think we handled the ball in a way that we're capable of. So,
any more players?
Just a couple more. The Sun, they went on that run in the second quarter, and it was right after the ejections. That run, like how much of that did you guys feel like was just kind of like the deflating element of having your teammates get ejected, and how much of it was just like other things that you were seeing on the court?
Maybe a mix.
yeah.
I don't know. Like they hit some tough shots
Yeah.
that we were like okay with, some of the ones that they were taking because it's the ones that we wanted to give up. But they definitely took that energy and brought it on offense. So maybe a little bit of a mix.
And then Steph got the start tonight. Just what did you guys see from her play tonight?
Yeah, I think she just tries to get us into sets. Obviously, they try to pressure her a little more, but I played with Steph. I know what she's capable of. I thought it was a good call just to try to keep Rachel off the ball a little bit. So, yeah.
And piggyback on that, Rachel, you got 3 ball handlers out there to go with 2 bigs. Talk about having 3 ball handlers out there who's willing to pass and make good decisions.
Yeah, it's really nice. It gives me a lot of relief. It's been great having Ariel back, and then obviously adding Sev. It's just like you said. Just having 3 ball handlers, and then our bigs who set such good screens. It really frees up so much. Because for a while when we were looking a little skim, it was tough. It was really tough. So it's been really nice to not have to you kind of can breathe a little bit.
Just one last one, just about Camila. I know we've talked before about you wanting her to be more aggressive, don't pass it out, girl.
Yeah.
And her third quarter, I think she took almost 10 shots.
Mm-hmm.
She had a very good second half with a lot of assertiveness. So
Yeah.
do you think she kind of recognized maybe she needed to step up just with the players out? And
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We harp on her all the time, almost probably annoying her. but we don't care because she has to do it. We need her to do it. She's good enough to do it. And she's going to continue to get better. So we really rely on her to be aggressive down low. And then when she does that, it frees up stuff for us too, because she's a good passer and can hit us outside of when she gets double, triple team. So we really need that from her. But I thought she played really well. I'm really proud of her. The bounce back that she had and just being so aggressive today.
Thanks, players.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. I think that things like that have a tendency to happen when there's not a control put on the game prior to. It's usually an incident that goes overlooked that leads to something like that. And I think Beck clearly got elbowed in the face right in front of a ref. It wasn't called. And then other things ensued. So it's unfortunate for us. Two players that play high quality, high valuable minutes for us. We were down for, most of that game. So it was tough. I thought the team rallied back, fought hard to finish it out. But it's unfortunate.
And then you just talk a little bit about that, the process of finding your way back in the second half, what you saw was working.
Yeah, I thought we just dug in. I think that sometimes, though, when you put yourself in that deep of a hole, it's a lot of energy that it takes to fight back from it, no matter who you're playing against. And I think Connecticut, who plays extremely hard on both ends, they made it tough for us tonight. And, we continue to fight back, but just, our turnovers were costly again today. I think that kind of told the tale of the game outside of the incident early on.
Camilla, she's had a great performance in one of those type of performances. What is like seeing her use things she's doing tonight, as well as being very vocal?
Camilla was great. Her energy was great. Her assertiveness was great from the start. She was locked in during timeouts and communicating with her teammates. She was active on both ends. I have no issues with how she played today. I think she was there for her teammates as much as possible. We were able to get her looks on different times throughout the game. She was aggressive on the offensive glass as well, even though she didn't come up with a ton. She was aggressive, just drawing attention there, and I think it opened the door for Elizabeth to get a few rebounds on both ends. And so I thought Camilla was great.
Coach, you speak on how tough it is when you see someone like Camilla getting buckets for you in the paint, but how tough it is to have to get some regular one as well.
Yeah, it's tough. I think that we've been trying to find that consistency most of the year, and we've got it in spurts, different times from different players. I think that that's part of what you're dependent on with Ariel and with Beck, and so obviously that hurt us some, but Mill did what she could tonight for us, and so did Elizabeth, and our guards got some open looks that we just didn't knock down. I think if we take care of the ball across the board, you cut down 20 turnovers, and if you cut those in half, it's 10 more opportunities that you get to maximize the offensive end. So we got to give ourselves a chance by taking care of the ball and see what happens from there. And I think that we've shown that when we have taken care of the ball for most of the season, those are the games that we've either won or been in. And so we got to be more purposeful and intentional from that standpoint.
One of the things you mentioned, Coach, that was the area opportunity you want to see improvement on was the energy level. How would you feel about energy level tonight?
I thought it was good. I think that there was multiple times throughout the game. I think we only had 5 free throws called through the first 3 quarters, which for whatever reason seems to be a theme for us. And I thought that we were able to stay poised through that to some degree, and be able to fight through that adversity from that standpoint. But again, I think that just taking care of the basketball was the issue in today's game.
One final question for you, Coach. Of course, you consider the 7 touchdown lineup as well. What were you looking for out of her to go on with your lacks in operation? Yeah,
I think just organization for one, and then I think that adding having 3 capable ball handlers out there. The hope is that you're able to take care of the ball a little bit more. You're able to get us in and out of our sets pretty smoothly. And also it gives Ariel and Rachel a chance to, they haven't had much time together off the ball together. And so, having someone like Sev that's looking for them to create shots for them, also understands when to get the ball inside and whatnot. I think that allows Rachel and Ariel kind of maneuver around the perimeter a little bit more and play their natural spots off the ball. And so we'll continue to give that type of lineup looks and see where it goes. But I thought for the first quarter it was pretty good, and then we had to adjust moving forward, just being down 2 bodies. So.
I guess just the last one was just on like the run that the Sun went on in the second quarter. Like I had asked this to the players, and I'll just pose it to you. Like, do you think that run was very much because of the deflating element of having players ejected, or is there also just like stuff going on the court that you noticed?
I think a combination. I mean, they had a player ejected too, so I don't want to say it was any more deflating for us than them. Obviously, it was 2 for us and 1 for them. And regardless of what our feelings about the ejection was, I think that there was still a lot of basketball left to play. And so, turnovers hurt us in that second quarter as well. It allowed them to get out into run, and then falling into that hole, down, I think 16 or 14 going into the half. It's a steep hill to climb up, but we were able to do that and cut into a 2-possession game. So again, I was happy with the fight. It was just didn't come away with it today. So
Thanks, everyone.